Now I will tell you a true story that starts with the carbon element and makes you who you are. Look around, everything alive, you, me, a tree, a bird, even the brain is made from the same element, karafi and carbon.
There is carbon under the soil. There is carbon in every food you eat. There is carbon in the air that enters your body when you breathe. And when scientists want to understand how old a living or non-living entity on Earth is, they do not look at it.
They look at the carbon content inside. This is called carbon age. This.
But now stop. If the age of a fossil is determined by its carbon, how old are you? Or who decides how many days, months or years you are? Is the correct age the one on your ID, your birthday or the state of your cells? Let's start with the story of the carbon element. There is a certain balance of carbon in the world.
In the atmosphere, soil, oceans and living beings. This balance has been almost constant for thousands of years.
However, the two isotopes of carbon 12 and 13 are stable. The only carbon that decreases over time is carbon 14. The variable one used in age calculations is also 14. That is 0.0000000, again 0 and 9 zeros, then 1. This ratio with many zeros determines your age. Carbon in the atmosphere is absorbed by plants. Plants process this carbon into their leaves, roots and fruits. Animals eat plants and humans eat both plants and animals. So carbon continuously circulates in the world, but its ratio does not change. This is why scientists can understand how long a living being has been alive by looking at the carbon ratio, because a living organism lives in harmony with the carbon ratio in the world. However, when life stops, this balance is disrupted. While living, our carbon ratio is the same as the world's. Death disrupts this equality. There is no longer any carbon intake and the carbon in the body begins to decrease at a natural rate. Scientists look at this rate of decrease. This way, they can understand whether a bone or a fossil lived thousands of years ago or more recently. Because even if the world changes, the decay rate of carbon does not change. The carbon entering your body shows that you are alive and aging. This is how old you are, it is said. The calendar age also changes accordingly. So, a person does not have just one age. There is calendar age, carbon age, and another age that most people do not notice but determines life, brain age. What is carbon age? Carbon age shows how much your body has worn out, how quickly your cells renew, how much damage your DNA has taken, how much stress your body has been exposed to. Imagine two people, both are 45 years old. One could be biologically 33, the other 55 years old. The same age, but not the same body. And now we come to the most critical part, the age of the brain. The brain can age independently of the body, often even faster, because the brain counts usage, not time. How much are you learning? How curious are you? How many connections are you making? When the brain ages, it doesn't get confused. It slows down. So, what are the factors that cause our brain to age? As the calendar pages fall, living the same routine every day, not learning anything new, constant exposure to screens, excessive dopamine stimulation, prolonged stress. The brain cuts unused connections on its own. So, aging is often not a collapse but an abandonment. Perhaps the biggest misconception is this: we think we are aging, but we are actually slowing down. When the brain slows down, thoughts become rigid, curiosity decreases, the phrase "this is how I am" increases. But a young brain is flexible, open to novelty. It is not afraid of being challenged. The good news is you cannot change your calendar age, but you can change your carbon age and your brain's age. How? Give your brain a small challenge every day. Consciously break the routine. Avoid the easy path, challenge yourself a bit. Do not constantly stimulate dopamine. Allow yourself to be bored sometimes, because being bored is the brain's repair mode. And remember this, aging is not a fate, it's a way of use. If you keep your brain young, your body will follow.